Coach Bird's been asked yesterday and again today on the teleconference about whether Marcus is having too many carries. What's your position on that?
I don't think. It just depends on how the game goes. I think last year, how many you have last year? About 70 or something like that. After 3 games. So I don't think, I guess he has 87 right now. I don't think 17 more carries is a big deal. We were fortunate last year to get up in some games and then, have the opportunity to get him out, I think, in the third quarter and stuff like that. So I think he's doing fine right now. I always ask him during the game, how you feeling? And he's gotten stronger. Coach Fitz, he's done a great job of getting him stronger. So I think he's prepared and ready to go.
You've been through it all before. If you were to have 35 carries a game by game 12, you think you would have been gassed a little bit? You feel like you would have felt the effects at the end of the year?
No, I don't think so. 35 carries a game? There's only been one guy to do that. I think Herschel did about 35 carries a game. But, I think we certainly don't want him to have 35 carries a game. But, physically, I always pay attention to that in between, series just to make sure he's doing good and he's doing just fine.
Well, one thing Coach Bird said today was he's hopefully can work some other guys in the rotation. Now, they're looking possibly as part of the game plan, maybe get Kenny or Eric got some carries coming in.
Sure, that's been what we've done, been trying to do from the beginning. Sean went in there, he got injured. In the same game, Kenny Miles got banged up, and he's just getting back to getting healthy. So, a lot of that is the other guys that are behind him and getting other guys ready to go as we go through this. So, certainly, I'd love to get those other guys in the game. And, hopefully the game goes in a direction that, we can possibly do that. You just never know in a game. Depends on how many reps you get in the first half, how many reps Marcus gets. So, we'll see.
Jay, Marcus was talking yesterday about how you kind of helped guide him through the recruiting process because you had been through it. What were the kind of things that you told him during that process?
Just always check up on what's being said to you. I think that's something that's very important. Don't just take it as, take it from the guy that is the truth, from any coach, and check what I say and all that kind of stuff. Because as we went through it, it's just you always got to research and look at what school's best for you. And I think he did that. His family did a great job of just staying prepared, collecting all the papers and all the notes that they got, and just comparing each school as he went through the process. So I think they did a good job.
With the current NCAA thing, have you guys re-stressed to the guys about not taking anything from outsiders and making sure that there's a separation there?
Even before all of this, we've always done that. I've always done that. We always try to stress that, hey, you gotta really look at every situation and try to do the right thing. Don't think that you're going to get away with anything. So I think our guys understand that, and it's just always important to keep stressing that and keep it in our minds.
How hard is it to maybe keep a wrap on those kind of things with so many kids and so many people that can be around them?
It's very hard. If they slept at the stadium, it'd be a lot easier, but it's not. It's not. They come in contact with a lot of people, but as long as they understand that, hey, this is right and this is wrong, and you always got to do the right thing because somebody knows. So make sure that you always do the right thing. You won't have any situations.
How important is it for a running back to talk up his offensive lineman? Marcus pats those guys on the back a lot. You've been in that situation. Does it matter? Is it important?
I think it's important to have a good relationship with the offensive line. I don't know if it's necessarily talk them up, but I think the relationship, comes first, and then you naturally talk them up. And I think it's always good to have a close relationship with your offensive lineman on and off the field.
What kind of things do people do? You played in the NFL a while. What kind of things did you do for your offensive lineman, whether it be a kind word or a gift or dinner or what?
Yeah, sometimes we still watch Monday Night Football together, stuff like that. All kinds of little things. Just getting together. Usually it involves eating, but it's always good. Offensive linemen like to eat, but just spending time and also knowing about their lives and knowing about them, knowing their parents, all those things are important.
Do they block harder for a guy that they like, a guy they have a good relationship with?
I think so. I think all guys. Even quarterbacks do a lot of that. I think you block harder for a guy that you know and you care about a little bit more. So I think guys play hard anyway because they play hard for themselves too. But I think it just brings that team concept together. Playing together as a team, fighting hard for the guy next to you. I think that's important. So building that off the field is a part of that.
Kenny's hand, are there any ball security issues? with him? Do you feel good about putting the ball in his hands?
I do, and it's just getting used to it too. It's going to be a different feeling for him, and he's just getting back to kind of feeling better about it. It's healed a little bit more, so.
Will he cast it up Saturday?
He'll have a wrap on it. He hadn't really had a cast on it, but he's kind of had a wrap on it just to secure it a little bit more.
Coach, is Bruce practicing running back at all?
What's that?
Is Bruce practicing running back at all?
No. He hasn't been at running back. His position is at slot receiver, so.
What about, I think Coach Briggs told us, I guess, that Rory sort of made an error on that blocking on that 4th down play.
Sure.
I mean, is it, that's got to be practice this week?
Oh, yeah. He's run through that several times. You know, he's off the ball a lot, but he has to understand every part of it. And being a freshman, a lot of times, you got to get a lot of reps at one thing. And, you know, the situation came up, and it was a different look than what he was used to, and he just made a mistake.
When you reflect back, is that a tough situation to put a true freshman in on a 4th down play like that, on a block assignment, or you put him out there, you're going to expect him to play?
The play was there, and so, I mean, I don't think it's a difficult situation. We put a lot of freshmen in a lot of difficult situations, I think, the last couple of years. So I think he's mature enough, and he's you know, a part of the offense enough that he needs to understand what to do in those situations.
How far has Vanderbilt come as a program since they've moved play?
You know, I always think back, they've always been tough defensively, and I don't know, they got a really good defense this year. They're doing a good job. You've created a lot of turnovers. I mean, the thing that you see, it shows up on tape, just the extra effort, and they have some guys that have played a lot of football for them, so they've done a great job this year.
Are you able to use last year's Vanderbilt tape to show Kenny and Eric and Brandon what can happen with Brian having 146 yards last year? That when Marcus is hurt, you got to be able to step up and be able to perform.
We talk about it all the time. We talk about it every day. You got to be prepared. You got to be ready. And you know, certainly we always try to get those guys in the mix. You know, we've had some guys get banged up, but that's been something that I've wanted to do every week. So hopefully we can get some guys in the mix, and they're practicing hard. And, they care about winning. You know, but it'd be good to get some guys in there and get some reps.
How's Eric doing? I haven't really seen him in a game yet. I know he doesn't have a carry. He's probably playing on special teams, but I haven't seen him with a carry yet this year.
No, he's doing good. He's practicing well. He understands the offense. So hopefully, we'll see how the game goes. But we'd like to get him in also.